All right, joining us now for more on this is the president of the Sentinel Action Fund, Jessica Anderson. Jessica, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here today.
It's great to have you on set. Obviously, we know stories like this is a reason why election integrity come to the forefront. And obviously, it's an important issue. We hear a lot, mainstream media wants to call Kari Lake an election denier. But Americans know the difference. And I guess there was an exchange. She was prepared when the media tried to label her again. So we want to just play this for you to kick things off.
Let's talk about election deniers. Here's 150 examples of Democrats denying election results. Oh wow, look at this. This is from Joe Biden's press secretary. Reminder, Brian Kemp stole the gubernatorial election from Georgians and Stacey Abrams. Democrats saying that.
The thing I love about that, too, is she pointed out that her aide, a 20-year-old staffer, actually did the research. And you could actually, I think, see some of the journalist souls leaving their body right after that moment.
Oh, absolutely. Thank goodness for Kari Lake just pushing it right back on the media's hysteria and, frankly, their lies. I mean, they come out and then they say, and they just paint Republicans as election deniers. Well, we know that that's not true. We actually want election integrity. And Arizona's the front lines for this. If you remember, the Arizona state legislature actually passed a series of really important election integrity bills that had Katie Hobbs have followed the law, we actually wouldn't be in this position now because she would have recused herself. She would have stepped aside. She wouldn't have shown this incompetence. But again, we can't expect anyone on the left to do the right thing right now. And Kari Lake, she's out there fighting back. Blake Masters, a big candidate we've supported in the Senate, he's fighting back as well. So it's good that all eyes are on Arizona right now, guys.
Yeah, and Kari Lake might have some coattails, too, for Blake Masters.
That's
Let's talk about Pennsylvania. John Fetterman's hanging out with Joe Biden today.
Yeah.
Maybe, stepping out there a little bit with Joe Biden. But this is after Fetterman, of course, has suffered the stroke. And now he has released his medical records. They come from a guy named Dr. Clifford Chen, who just so happens to have donated $500 to John Fetterman's campaign and other Democratic candidates before that. Are you buying this? He's perfectly fine to be senator assessment from Dr. Clifford Chen?
Yeah, not really. And look, Pennsylvania is an amazing state. I know there are more than one doctor that's available to check his health.
Maybe Dr. Oz?
Maybe Dr. Oz. Maybe he should have called him.
On the debate stage? No, that would be too much.
We got to wait for a week or so, right? Next week.
Yeah, just in a few days. Look, Fetterman's health is obviously a concern to voters in Pennsylvania. I mean, he's lost so much of his oratory capabilities from the stroke. I get that. I understand that. The good people of Pennsylvania understand that. He should go home and rest. He has no business on the campaign trail. The doctor is pushing him out there, obviously against any of our better judgment, and he's not a good candidate. He doesn't want good things for the state of Pennsylvania. He's so weak when it comes to safety and security, crime, supporting defund the police, and so Dr. Oz has a ton of momentum. I think it's going to be a great debate if Fetterman can get there. It's nice to see Joe Biden go to a state that actually matters. He's in the election. He's been only in non-battleground states because I think the DNC doesn't want him. So now he's on the trail in Pennsylvania.
I mean, the other side of that is that he had to go to Oregon to try and shore up the governor's race there. You wouldn't think Oregon would even be in play, but Oregon's in play.
That's right.
Connecticut's in play in the Senate race. Washington State is in play as well. We talked about the 47th district in California being back in play. So, I mean, how big is this red wave going to be? It's
going to be a big wave. I think both on the House, we should expect anywhere from 20 to 30 seats that come over to the GOP column. And I think in the Senate, we're at least 2 seats that will flip, Nevada being one, Arizona being another. Also look at Georgia as a flip. Look at everything that's going on in New Hampshire, Washington, Connecticut. I mean, these are big races that we've got less than 20 days to go. I think every single one of them will be a photo finish. Voting's already begun in a number of these states, and we're starting to see voters turn out in a major wave because so many issues are on the ballot. It's not just inflation, it's crime, it's parents, it's education. This is big.
Yeah, and election integrity is a big thing too. And it's important to note in Pennsylvania, they're kind of bucking what the Supreme Court just ruled. They're undated ballots. Supreme Court said you should not count them. And in Pennsylvania, where voters are required to write the date on the outer envelope of a mail-in ballot, they say, yeah, we're still going to count them.
Yeah, my sense is we're going to see even more audits and investigations after November 8th. I mean, to do election integrity right, first off, it can't be partisan. Everyone in America has to care about this. And not too long ago, it was just a sleepy issue that only judges cared about. But when you take advantage of a weak system, the way the Democrats did with COVID, we found ourselves in the situation we are now, and we need to make routine audits, investigations, strengthening laws, all part of the daily cadence for these state lawmakers. Pennsylvania is important. Florida, we should do it here. We should do it everywhere.
Jessica Anderson with the Sentinel Action Fund. It's so great to have you on set with us. We certainly appreciate you stopping
Thanks for
by.
having me today,
Great to
guys.
see you.
Yeah, thank you.